Okay, so good morning. Yes, Jessica. So how was your last 23 hours?
Was super productive. Yesterday, I learned that receiving and closing the request is important.
Volume up little more.
Yesterday, I realized after requesting, receiving, then paying gratitude, and closing the request is important. Otherwise, we get stuck
I
in the
get
same
stuck.
place. I get stuck
Hmm.
in the same place. So that was a very neat realization for me.
Okay, so what is your, I would say, how do you find the workshop till now?
It
Anything
was
specific, anything stunning that happened in your life as you entered this workshop?
As always, my energy levels have improved. Better understanding of the concepts that I knew and little bit add-ons to the concepts that I knew.
Mhm. Anything, any significant change, any transformative change?
As usual, slight change in the energy
Okay, only
is what
slight
we
change.
feel.
All right, so only slight change. See, we need to work a lot on manifestation. Your DI is something which you will manifest. And to manifest that, you have to ensure that all those 15 C's are absolutely in perfect place as they should be. Like you are always aligned with those 15 C's. You should be always aligned with the objective of the workshop, like what's in it for you. You have to be completely aligned with it, completely aligned. Wherever you see yourself out of alignment, just make sure you're there. If you have any confusion, if you find it that okay, I'm not able to connect, then just connect with me. Okay, because it's very, very crucial as we are getting into a very crucial stage of the workshop now. Okay, and so today what we will be covering is fake it until you make it. Now, fake it until you make it. Whatever ideas you have, I would just like to have a idea of that. You have to tell me in just 2 minutes that what do you think fake it till you make it is all about. Or if you have ever applied it, what kind of results did you get?
Okay. So for me, becoming fit or being fit, that is the goal. And in being fit, I have written that I should reach 87 kgs by
Uh,
August 3rd.
okay, I should
That
reach.
is,
I have reached. I have achieved.
I have reached 87 kgs. That is 10 kg weight loss in the next 2 months. That is something I'm clear about. Then
Superb.
uh, second is coach side of me. So I have successfully worked with 15 clients, and they themselves have had shifts in themselves.
Superb. Next.
Third, most important is finding a new project within my organization. Uh, this current project is coming to an end in a week's time, so I am looking for a new project within the organization, and I'm looking for one where I will be valued, respected for my contributions, and all my contributions are in alignment with the organization. I am looking for a new project so that I can explore more opportunities, and I'm looking to work with leads and managers who are appreciative and respectful. They give me space and time to do my work and show them. So this is the one that I'm trying to manifest right now.
Superb.
It
Now
should
let us.
happen in another 2 weeks' time, actually. This week I will be in this current project. I have to deliver everything that is in my charge, and over the next 1 week, I should find the new project.
So by first week of July, you are ready with a new project.
Yeah.
By first Monday or by first Friday.
Yes.
Cool. Now, Jessica, let us focus on the 87 kg thing. What are you faking about it?
Actually, I'm working with Parvati.
Hmm.
She's helping me.
Hmm. So what are you faking
And
about it? Or what you can think of faking about it?
I already have clothes that I don't fit in anymore. So the goal is to fit into those clothes nicely.
Okay. What is the condition of those clothes? Where are they right now?
They are in front of me.
So are they lying neglected or they are like drawing your attention?
They are drawing my attention. At least one of them I have hanged.
All right. So what are you doing with the dress? Did you just wash it, ironed it, and getting ready to wear it?
It's a bunion cloth. It doesn't need all that. It's washed and kept.
All right. All right. Anything else which you can fake? So it's just like you are giving birth to a baby. This baby is going to be there in your life in next 2 months, and this baby is new you. So you have to be completely ready to receive that new you, and with full intention that yes, this is going to happen and this will be exactly just like that. Receive and ready for inspired action. Figure out all those things that you need to be ready with as soon as this baby arrives. See, all of these are babies. Whatever you're manifesting, they're all babies. Treat them as your babies. When I work with girls, it becomes very easier for me to give them this idea that you treat each of them as your baby. For boys, I can't do that. So for boys, I create some other metaphors. But for girls, it's absolutely easy and it makes real sense. Consider each of them as your baby. So 85 kg Jessica is a baby, which is arriving on 31st August, kind of thing. You got my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be 15th August also, Independence Day. So new Jessica is celebrating Independence Day in a completely new, different way, completely new dynamic way. How about that? Jessica is on the streets of Chennai in her new outfit. Yeah,
Mm.
cool. Not only outfits, infits can be also considered.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, good. So this is about the health. This is about the weight part. The second one was about the coaching. So you have coached 15 so far.
Yeah.
Okay. How many more you want to coach in next 2 months? Let us consider say August 31st or say
No,
15th
I
August
said
for that matter.
15. I said 15 because I have worked with two people so far.
Okay, cool. So you need to work with 15, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What is the revenue target out of those 15?
So first program is 2K, second program is 5K. That's what I have.
Your total revenue target. Forget about per head. Your total revenue target. But this much is coming. This much is on its way.
50K.
50K? 50K on its way. So you have to be very clear about planning for this 50K. It should not be just like that. That you just come up with a program and you ask people to pay 5,000. It won't work. So if you consider say July 31st or even sorry August 31st or August 15th, let us consider August 15th for example. So we have 6 weeks. So in 6 weeks, you can make 50K. Out of 50K, you have made 4K already. So you have 46K to make.
Yeah.
Right? Plan it accordingly. So that you can earn week by week. Whatever you deliver, just deliver it for a week. All your programs should be designed to deliver only for a week over a period of 5 days, not more than half an hour per day. Maximum 1 hour, preferably not more than half an hour. And you have to make sure that whatever value you're going to offer, it has to fall as we discussed yesterday. What people are looking for, whether when they want to do it, and what resources do they have. And when they want to do it, that has two components, can and will. And the resources, primarily three components. Time, money, and what was the third word?
Attention.
Attention. Absolutely. So EMI, where their attention is. If their attention is on EMI or is something else. So are they really empowered, encouraged? Sorry, they are really encouraged, motivated, and inspired to do that, to achieve that in their life. All right, you start with a small amount, and eventually it will go up. So that eventually by mid of August, you actually make 40-60. Okay, cool. This is the second one. What is the third one? So you need to fake it. So what you are faking, how you are going to fake it, by the way. Now this is what we have to achieve. We are very clear about it. The
Believing I
clarity.
am coach.
Uh,
I'm a transformative coach.
hmm. Just believing won't work. You have to be in a way such that you appear to be like that. That's what you have to fake. Let me tell you how I faked it when I started my one-on-one. So I was working with these schools, and I got some students who have some issues, and that's how I got connected with their parents. And then I discovered that parents want to take some consultation from me. So I was having a conversation with them, small one-on-one conversation, and I started telling myself that every time I am taking a consultation, I am getting 3,000 rupees per consultation. I started believing that. So whenever I was delivering that consultation, I was believing that 3,000 rupees is coming in my way. And this is the first conversation. And then I packaged it. I discovered that one consultation will not work. So I created a package, 10K. 10K for 5 sessions. Then I said 10K for 5 plus 1 session, or it's 10K for 1 plus 5 sessions. The session number 1 is free. And if you think it's going to work for both you and me, let's continue for 5 sessions. And you pay 10K. It took me about 2 to 3 months to reach there. Because some people, they were actually paying me 3,000. There were a few of them, they paid me 3,000 for it. And then some of those 3,000 I converted into 10K, and I gave them a discount of 3,000. I said, you already paid 3K, so let us deduct it. So now you have to pay only 7K. Yet I will give you 5 consultations. And magic started happening. So then I started telling people in every opportunity, even I've told you guys also, even I'm telling it when I was having conversation with you people also, I kept on telling you that this is what I charge, this is what people pay me. By the time I was in conversation with the people who have already started paying me, but it happened. I started being that. I actually earmarked that what I will do when this 10K comes to me. So out of this 10K, 1K will go to Milap as my donation. I have 9K with me. Out of that 9K, I will invest 1,000 for buying some books. Out of 8K, I will use, say, about 4K of it to register in some program. And when that actually came, that first 10K. I actually did exactly these things. फटाफट मैंने सबसे पहले वही. And when I collected that 10K, I still gave them an option that even after one session, this is for the new clients, even after one session, if you still think that this is not going to work for you, I will refund your money. But I made those commitments. I already made that 1,000 rupees to Milap, then 1,000 rupees for that activity, and then another 4,000 rupees for my own training. वो मैंने already invest कर दी. It's like I just closed all my doors behind. And now if this guy tells me that Pinaki, I am not getting much value, please refund my money, I will refund it. And by God's grace, nobody asked for refund. That means I'm adding value. Possible. So if I can do it, you can also do it. Yeah, it took me some time to reach that 10K, but I started with the 200 rupees one. That was my first 200 rupees consultation. That too, somebody just gave me. He said, see, I do not take anything for free from anybody. So you have to take at least this much. So get started on that. Okay. So this is something you can fake, right?
Yes.
So figure out exactly what you can fake. And you really need to fake it. Even if you don't have a first client, you start telling people that I got my first one-on-one client who agreed to pay me 10K for 5 sessions, and I'm so happy about it. I never expected this is going to happen. Then you can create fake stories. But this was the case, this was the topic that this person came up with, and this is what I did. Or this is what I'm doing. And this is the results that he is getting. And this, everything that you're talking about should be something which is specific, measurable, and realistic for the other person who's listening to you. And you will start creating magic. It will start happening. Okay?
Yes.
Cool. Super. Now comes the third one. This is the project. Project was the third? No, third was something else. Project was the fourth one. What was the third one?
Yeah. Third is the project.
Third is the project. Okay. So the project, you already start faking about it, that this project is there with me, and this is the value of the project, and this is what my role is, and I'm already preparing myself for that. And the best person to talk to is the person whom you see when you stand in front of the mirror. But these are very personal things which you cannot talk to everybody. So you talk to that person. That this is the project which I am getting, this project is coming up. You start figuring out what projects are there in lined up. So that when time comes, you may be in a position to choose the project instead of being given to you. The time for figuring out which projects are coming in or which projects have already come into in the organization. Figure out what kind of who will be the person who, like what qualities or what expertise that person will have, what skill set that person will have, who will be leading this project. And then tell yourself, I have all these qualities. So to lead this project, whoever is going to lead this project, that person has to have these skill sets. That is the kind of mental framework. This is the kind of excitement level he or she will be having. And thankfully, I have all of them. Thank you, God. You have put me at the right time, at the right place. And then imagine when you start working on that project, how many people's lives are going to be impacted. Not only the employees in your organization, but people who will actually using the product, the customer, the end users, how it's going to benefit them, how much you are contributing in those people's life. Start visualizing that and start faking it, that it is actually happening. Like when I was designing this course, Who Will Cry When I Die, I was actually visualizing what is happening to people. I actually also visualize who is going to be a part of this program. So I picked up 12. I didn't find anybody beyond 12. And I discovered all these 12 are actually interested to be a part of this program, this way or that way. You walked in, others are thinking, somebody attended some sessions, then somebody is saying that I am not here in town, so I want to come back. Would you like to hold the session again? I will join. Two people are saying that now the session is already 50% done. I want to join the next time. I'm telling them, why don't you join now? And they are saying, I will be lucky if only I join the program next time, because then I will get one-on-one personal attention from. So imagine if I'm thinking about 12 people. So I was thinking about a gross revenue of 60,000. So the value that you are getting is equal to 60,000 value.
Agree.
Yeah. So these
Actually, I
two,
did not think how the speaking will be coming into this manifestation, but actually it fits in like a jigsaw puzzle. It fits so well. I was surprised.
so these two people, they're saying that, I'm praying that I will be the only student in your next batch. Then I will also get value worth 60,000. Because the entire session I will get your attention. I said, yeah, keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. You don't know what you will manifest. Yeah. So start picking it. It should be visible in our eyes that yes, even though only one person is sitting here, I am delivering a program for 60. That's how I am visualizing. Okay, so this is the third one. So you visualize the project. Actually visualize the project as if you are already leading the project. To figure out what is the demand of the project and what are the skill set required to address that project, to lead that project, whether you have all the skill set or not. If even one of them is missing, you can cover it up in next 2 days. At least you can get some idea from YouTube. There are a lot of information on YouTube and Google. You just need to search on YouTube, Google, link or LinkedIn. You'll just get the information which is there, which you just need to cover it up, cover the gap. Cool. Then next, there were four, I think. There were four of them, or only three of them.
uh, Project was one of the main. Then
Okay.
starting that YouTube videos and posting those. That was one I had, because that will be the attraction point for
Yeah.
attracting
Get
people to
started
the
on a
class.
YouTube channel ASAP. This is the best time to do it. At least invest half an hour and a job will be done. You start your YouTube channel, figure out the topics on which you want to talk, and just talk on it for 5 to 6 minutes. Record that video, put some good graphics. To start with, just even one graphic is good enough, the one which we'll be using for thumbnail. Or you can have videos also associated with them. Work with this product called Clipchamp, which is a wonderful video editor, and start editing them. And over a period of 15 days, you will be very good enough. You will be well equipped to start with your own video podcasts. It's possible. All right. So for that also you have to fake it. So what you can going to fake for it?
That I'm a YouTuber, I'm an influencer,
Yeah,
and I'm a podcaster.
exactly. And you start doing it. Later you can delete those, but for now just start. See, I shared the one which you talked on TV yesterday.
Yes.
That clip, you take out your clip, your portion of the clip, and you just create a video out of it or a podcast out of it. Something do with that, and just get the ball rolling. I'm posting 4 videos now every day. Yeah. First is the morning one, NLP. Then I'm taking out my portion of it, and then creating the second video. Then I'm creating a third video, which is the session that I'm having with you. Though it's only between you and me, but still I'm getting a third video. And then the fourth one, which is NLP for teenagers. Did you listen to NLP for teenagers, the yesterday's session?
No, I'm actually waiting for this tasks to be over so that I can spend my time on all the videos that I
Yesterday it
missed.
was amazing. Like I was talking to Nishcha and I asked him how was your weekend, and he said boring. I said, don't tell me. How come it was boring? He said, I missed you for 2 days. I said, see, NLP is not a subject which somebody can miss, particularly at your age. How did you miss it? Because so many mothers are in touch with me. They are not allowing the children to talk to me. They are talking to me. They are saying this is a boring subject. How do you think that you can make it interesting for children? Like my child is this, my child is that. वो attention नहीं देता, इधर उधर ध्यान चला जाता है. I'm asking how come you're finding it so interesting? He said I don't know, but I really missed connecting with you over in last 48 hours. I was so happy. I said, like this is the best gift that I can ever have out of this program. A 13-year-old child is telling me, I missed you. I want to know more about NLP. I want to know more about NLP. I want to know more about those small, small things, those nuggets, those magical things that I do with it. So you can also fake this also. So let us come to the main topic where we can make best use of it. So we have got a wonderful base to start the topic today. I'm so happy that the kind of conversation that you are having with me is I'm blessed. Unless I'm blessed, I would never have this quality conversation that I'm having with you. It needs a lot of blessings to have a wonderful person like a wonderful divine angel like you and talking to you and listening from Jessica. Thank you for being in the program. Uh, there's a science behind fake it until you make it. This is a part of law of attraction. And whoever is talking about law of attraction in most of the videos, like I would say 95% of the videos, they are all talking about one thing: fake it until you make it, fake it until you make it. What's important is what happens when you fake it. What is the possibility that when you fake it, you are likely to make it? What is the science behind it? So let me come back to this beautiful thing. When you are faking, what you're actually telling yourself is that this is possible for me. And where the faking comes. Faking can be two ways. One, faking is just telling a lie. We are not talking about that type of faking. We are talking about telling a truth. And how we are doing it, just listen to this carefully. I think probably this one conversation can bring you a lot of fortunes, both in terms of money as well as terms of real fortunes that you can think of. I myself is an example of that. That's how I attracted many fortunes in my life. See, in NLP, we have these beliefs of excellence. And these beliefs of excellence, there are two beliefs which are deeply connected with law of attraction as well as NLP. One of them is your projection is a perception. This is one of them. Your projection is your perception. Whatever you perceive, that's what you project. And it's vice versa. So your projection is your perception and your perception is your projection. So whatever your perception is, that's what exactly you project. So whoever is projecting whatever around you, to make a meaning out of that projection. And often what happens, that projection is close to the perception that person has. It applies to you also. So when you observe yourself, you actually notice that is your projection is what your perception is. Okay. If you're not clear about your perception, you look at your projection, how you're projecting, how you're behaving. and you catch yourself, you observe your behavior, and you will find out what is your perception about of that particular event that you're projecting at that point of time, projecting yourself. Okay, so your projection is a perception. This one. The second one is mind and body are part of the same system. Physiology and psychology are a part of the same system. So psychology impacts physiology and physiology impacts psychology. Now what happens in general is, this is a meaning making machine. So something happens in your life, you make a meaning out of it. That meaning, that interpretation which you made out of that event, that results in a response or a reaction. This response or reaction is the projection part. So whatever you listen, the meaning that you made out of it is your perception. And that perception gets projected through a response or a reaction. Okay. Now imagine a situation. Say, let us talk about just a car, for example. Let's talk about a car. So you own, say, a WagonR. Now you meet somebody who doesn't have a car, जिसके पास गाड़ी है नहीं, ना उसको गाड़ी खरीदने का औकात है. Now imagine how you are going to interact with that person, how normally you interact with that person. Say maybe you are in a neighborhood where on your left hand side, your neighbor, they don't have a car. You have a car and you have WagonR car. And on the right hand side, another neighbor, he has a Mercedes. So you have Maruti, he has a Mercedes, and on the left, that guy has nothing. Or maybe let us take it to the next level. For example, you have a Honda car, or maybe it's a Toyota car. You have a Toyota, neighbor on your left has a Maruti car, and neighbor on your right has a Mercedes Benz. Now imagine at any given point of time, what is your behavior or how you behave with the person जिसके पास मारुति का गाड़ी.
I am superior somewhat because I have a better car.
Correct. तो उसके साथ जब आप बातें करोगे वैसी बातें करोगे, because that will show up on your physiology. You will look straight, you will stand straight, you look at his eyes, and that will talk. You may not even look at his car, even if that guy is standing in front of his car. You look at the guy. बातें भी आप वैसे ही करो. Imagine the other side. This guy standing in front of a Mercedes Benz, and how you will talk to that.
I'll not even strike conversation. I'll feel inferior.
You will feel that agar ye banda, exactly. So you will think that if this guy talks to me, I am so blessed. If this guy says I'm really busy, you will respect that. And say, yeah, I know why you are busy. That's why you own you can afford a Mercedes Benz. The other guy also says I am busy. And you may be asking, I wonder what you are busy with. That you still have an old Maruti Alto car or maybe Maruti WagonR. Correct? Now imagine if you want to behave exactly the same way with the person who owns the Mercedes Benz, what option do you have? Normally you can't do it.
Feel confident in my skills, or I believe my Maruti, the car that I own is actually Mercedes.
What you can do here, you can fake it first. Just to bring that mental awareness, to bring that level of consciousness, here you need to fake it first. And here you have to use your physiology to impact your psychology. And here comes a new journey, a new dynamic way of looking at life now onwards. This is actually a turning point in my program, in this program. who will cry when I die. This is a turning point of that program. I'm telling you, you will never forget this turning point in your life. That's a promise. You start observing how you behave. Observe at the minutest detail how you are behaving with that person who owns a Maruti. Observe at the minutest detail your hand movements, your body gestures, the way you look at the your thoughts at that point of time, your feelings at that point of time. Closely observe. You might find, say, 10 different submodalities. What you need to do is when you're talking to this Mercedes guy, you just need to behave like that first. You need to replace your current behavior with that behavior first. And you have to stay in that behavior for at least 2 minutes. It will take about 2 minutes for your psychology to believe that, yes, I'm superior to it. This is a classic case of fake until you make. You fake it such a way such that your subconscious starts believing that this is true. And when the subconscious starts behaving that way, your job is done. And when you do it for 2 to 3 times, fourth time, you just don't need to do that. It will automatically switch itself when you're talking to that guy. So anybody whom you think is superior to you and you find it difficult to talk to that person, observe how you talk to people who are below you or who are not as superior as you are. This is a technology that you can apply in workplace very, very effectively and efficiently. This is actually anchoring. This is actually anchoring. It's a kind of leveraging the circle of excellence, but in a completely new dynamic way. Connecting, anchoring, and circle of excellence with fake it till you make. That's how it works scientifically. So when I consider it a circle of excellence, you figure out those behaviors which you apply when you find somebody who is not as superior as you are, according to you. You create a circle of influence there, circle of excellence there, and get inside that circle of excellence. Stay there for some time, come out of it, take the circle of excellence and put it in a pocket. And now when you're meeting the other guy, you just pull it off from your pocket, put it on the ground, stand inside that circle of excellence for a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, not more than 2 minutes, and the job is done. And when you practice it for some time, then you don't even need to wait for 2 minutes. You can do it within 5 to 10 seconds. Imagine a situation you are taking an interview and you are getting interviewed. Imagine when you are getting interviewed, you think all of them are superior to you. Because every question that they are asking, the ball is in your court. But when you are taking the interview, the ball is not in your court, it is on the court of the other person whom you are interviewing. Now, let us see what interview is all about. An interview is all about interchange of views on a particular topic. It's not a debate, it's an exchange of views. according to each other's model of the world, according to the resources that they have. So you have access to certain resources. I have access to certain resources. Based on your resources, you are asking me a question. Now it is dependent on me whether I am at that point of time on that particular topic, whether I am resourceful or not. So if I am at a state of unresourcefulness, I will not be able to answer that question. But if I am in the state of resourcefulness, I will answer that question. Now, when you are sitting in an interview, if you imagine that every question which is coming to you is coming to you because universe knows that you are completely resourceful to answer that question, then you won't have any doubt. The doubt gone. Because you know that universe has picked you up and put in front of those five guys. It's their privilege that you are answering them. It's not your privilege. It's their privilege that they could talk to you. You are giving half an hour of your precious time to them. It's that they are lucky. And if they're lucky enough, if they have got the right wisdom, they will have no choice but to hire you. If they don't have the right wisdom, they won't hire you. And it's a loss for them. It's not a loss for you. Imagine when you entering that room with this kind of thoughts. What will happen to your gestures? What will happen to your body language? Here comes the interesting part, body language. So body talks. All non-verbal communications are through your body. So your body talks. Your body projects what you're perceiving. So imagine when you're entering that room with this kind of perception, what will happen? People on the other side, they will witness something which they have never saw before. You know, they can see that aura because you're radiating that aura anyway. You're radiating those vibrations anyway. And those vibrations are going to impact because those vibrations are not being displayed by anybody before, whoever they have interviewed so far on that particular day. That entire room is filled with high vibrations. Just visualize that. That's the kind of vibration I bring in my own programs, whether it is online or offline. And I know the kind of vibration that I'm generating right now. I have never worked with any corporate organization. Never. I have no idea how they work. Somebody asked me, "But how do you do corporate training?" I said, "What's the difference?" You know, corporate has a different culture. What kind of culture? Who work there? Human beings or somebody else? ह्यूमन बींग्स काम करते हैं ना वहां पे या कोई और काम करते हैं मशीन्स काम करते हैं क्या काम करते हु वर्क देयर और आर दे बीइंग्स फ्रॉम दिस ब्लू planet or from other planet human beings so I say I deal with human beings it doesn't matter whether he's in corporate or he's at home what matters उसे पता है कि नहीं कि he is a human being or not or she is a human being or not ये पता होना जरूरी है does the tiger know he is a tiger or not you know like these tigers you find in all this Saudi Arabia and Dubai in their house they roam around they are pets there they play with the tigers how is it possible because the tigers don't know they are tigers तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है जंगल में या घर पे अगर उसको पता चल गया कि वो शेर है तो जंगल में जैसे बिहेव करेगा घर के अंदर भी वैसे ही बिहेव करेगा
Right. In some places, I have actually exuded that kind of confidence that I am already had. Most interviews I have aced because of that belief that I am the best. mega developer there is to be. So yeah, it is true. And in some
Mhm.
places, like in the first, when I was getting the first job, and all, I was having a lot of anxiety as to whether I will get the offer or not. The kind of doubts and confusions were existing in my mind. But recently, in all the interviews raised because of that belief that I know what I know very confident.
So can you just give me a sec? There's a call. I
Sure,
don't
sure.
use calling twice. So our body has a language. Body speaks with a language. So here what we are doing is we are discovering how my body speaks. And once I observe, when I discover that, whenever I need support, whenever I need to talk to my body, or whenever I need my body to talk to me so that it impacts my thought process, I'll just do that. I let my body do the speaking, and that is the faking part of it. Fake it until you make it starts with your body language. This is the first time you are capable of taking advantage of the way your body speaks. This is the turning point. Your body speaks a different language, which you don't notice. You start catching yourself, observing yourself, how your body speaks, how your body talks in any given situation, in any given point of time. What you actually do, what you do with your hands, what you do with your feet, what you do with your eyes, what you do with your neck, what you do with your shoulders. Just observe them. Create the circle of excellence at the highest intensity. Get inside that circle of excellence, and you know this is what I have to create. And whenever you are in a similar situation where it demands that you can talk to yourself through your body language, and that will be translating into the transformation in the psychology. So fake it until you make it. There is a stage in between, and that in between stage is be what you want to become. Fake it until you be what you want to become, and then you can make whatever you want to. So this interim state is very, very important, very, very crucial. Unless you reach that interim state, unless you actually be what you want to become, you cannot do or have what you want to do or what you want to have. To be, do, have. Fake it till you be what you want to become, then take the necessary action, like do what you want to supposed to do, and you have what you want to have. You have applied it many times in your life earlier also. The only thing is you didn't observe that this is what you do, this is how you make things happen in your life, even if you are in a situation where things looks like going out of control. Okay.
Yes.
So today, just stay with this vibration for some time. These are very high vibration notes which are coming to you, supremely high vibration. Discover how your body is talking to yourself. Your body talks to yourself in many ways. Many ways. Even your organs talk to you. They give you signals. The whole objective is to ensure that there's a flow of the happy hormones throughout my body, throughout the day. And these happy hormones are classified as DOAC, dose of happy hormones. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. At any given point of time, if these hormones are not flowing, then all other kinds of hormones are taking control of your body. You have to notice that by default, your psychology takes control of your physiology. However, using this technique, you can use your physiology to control of your psychology. And that makes all the difference. And once you start practicing it for quite some time, it becomes a child's play for you. You can manifest it whenever you want it. Something which was totally unconscious, that you're totally unconscious about, an incompetence which was there. You moved it from conscious incompetence, then you moved it to conscious competence. Like you now know that how your body is talking to you. And then you start taking control of your psychology, and it converts into a completely unconscious competence for you. So you replace a default unconscious competent with a conscious competent. Something which was not earlier in your control or not even in your awareness. Now you're taking advantage, you're leveraging it to your benefit. You can apply this in many things. A big chunk of it can be applied in healing also. Possible. It's actually simply possible. It's a very powerful technique. It looks so simple. It's a very powerful technique. Every disease that you have in your body is acquired by certain activities, by certain thoughts, which you repeatedly think, kept on thinking about, and it started impacting the physiology. So imagine how you can take care of it and reverse the whole thing. You start with the reverse thought. Start believing in that thought. Start being like that, and the whole thing will be restored. You will be free from the this part of the disease, and you will come at ease. The being at ease is the starting point. It's not waiting for something to happen, and then this will be dislocated from disease. It won't work like that. It starts with first you be at ease. You fake yourself to be at ease. You dislocate ease from dis-ease. And as in kept on living that way of life, the dis part of disease will vanish eventually. The body will start generating new cells with such a high vibration that it will kill all those low vibration cells. It will start the process slowly, 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 slowly. As this army of high vibration cells go up, they will just kill the weak cells instantly. They want to allow them to continue after a certain period. Okay, so stay with this vibration.
Amazing, amazing session.
Isn't it life changing? We'll always remember this day. I am telling you, this 18th of June, 11:30 or 12 o'clock right now. You'll remember this moment for the rest of your life. It is for the turning point in your life. You'll never forget it. And you cannot go back to your previous life. Whatever you were, even 15 minutes ago, you cannot go back there anymore. It won't be possible for you to get back that old life anymore. कितना भी आप कोशिश कर लो आप उनको जा नहीं पाओ. Start listening to your body. Your body talks. Understand the language of the body. Seek lo. Learn the language. How your body is talking to you. That's it. You don't need to learn it from a book. You just keep on observing and you learn. Okay. So whatever questions you have, don't ask right now. You can write them somewhere. You can answer the questions tomorrow. Today, just stay in that mood of observation. Only observe karo throughout the day. Questions may come, which is quite likely. Let the questions come because all the questions will come from the past. Let the questions come, but stay in the awareness for today. It could be possible that tomorrow when you get up in the morning, you got answers to all the questions that you are supposed to ask. You may not need to ask those questions to me because you have all the resources. The only state could be that you are currently unresourceful. So by the time you stay connected with yourself, by tomorrow when you get up in the morning, you'll find yourself in full resourceful mode. That is going to be another discovery. You won't believe it, but it will happen like that. And then you look at your questions and you'll be surprised. Oh my God, I know the answer. Then why did he ask this question in the first place? The question that you will be asking is basically your subconscious is curious to know. Subconscious is already have those resources. So it wants to connect to those resources. That's why it is curious to know how I can connect to the resources, how I can get into that resourceful state, which I was there someday, sometime in the past. All right. So let's close the session with this awareness, with these high vibrations. Stay in this high vibration for as long as possible. I will recommend stay in this vibration almost throughout the day. जितना कम लोगों से बात कर सकते हो उतना कम बात करना आज. Just stay with yourself. Stay with these vibrations. Observe your body throughout the day, how it is behaving, what it is doing. Yeah. Highest form of love that you could ever experience when you listen to your body. उसके साथ प्यार कर लो फिर 87 will be just a piece of cake. Cake walk. It could be 67 of you don't know. Okay, Jessica, that's it for today. Just stay in this vibration as long as possible. Don't even need to talk to me right now. So thank you, Banko. कुछ बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. Just stay with us. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow. Reset your mindset and make your day amazing in every possible way, no matter what, whatever it takes.